love, he must also bear the risk of feeling hate.
What exactly is love? Honestly, I don't know. Do you? Of course you don't. If you're watching this, you don't get no bitch. So let's see if we can understand the euphoric feeling everyone is talking about. Now, I'm not the biggest romance anime enthusiast. In fact, for most of my life, I've never gave it a chance. Until I caved in and gave Toradora a chance. And honestly, that was one of the best introductions into romance. They didn't take the cliche cringe approach. It really showed you how many forms this thing called love can take. It showed you the essence of what it is. See, love is like the creator of all things. All the emotions are mere branches of this thing. Hate, jealousy, envy, lust, sadness. They're all sides on the same coin, and this show depicts that perfectly, in my opinion. Well, let's go even deeper. Is it possible for us to truly love? See, a wise priest once stated that a man is only able to truly experience love when he is dead.
And in your opinion, who in the world properly embodies love?
That man lying there. When he died, he became more beautiful than anyone among the living. You might say that he is love itself. No longer will he hate. No longer make war. No longer will he plunder.
You give your flesh to the worms and maggots, the wild animals, and even when reduced to bone, you decompose and enrich in the soil, so that new life can be born. Then and only then are you nothing but love and kindness, with no selfish intent. But if that's the case, what is the love that we experience? Is it just prejudice? Is it just placing something or someone on a pedestal? Are we confusing love with directed hate? See, people commit heinous crimes and the worst acts humankind has ever seen in the name of love. Tell me, would you hesitate to kill 10 people if it meant that the person you love would survive? If a man were to kill your mother, most men wouldn't rest until they got revenge, but are their lives not worth the same? Itachi, he is someone whom is constantly brought up in the arguments of good or evil. He killed everyone he loved, women, children, even his own parents, for the greater good. He was able to see everyone equally. To him, life was simply life, and sacrificing hundreds for thousands was a logical thing to do. I think that he was a hero, but he was not perfect. He couldn't fully commit. He allowed himself to put his younger brother above others and allowed him to live, and he went on to cause so much havoc and pain. The lesson here is that love can be cruel, and you have to sacrifice what you love most for the greater good, and that is what it means to be kind. Because to be kind is to be strong. Vagabond, it's top 3 mangas of all time, and I haven't been able to finish this masterpiece. However, it's taught me so much about what it means to love, what it means to be kind. It's a story about a beast taming itself, continuing to cut down enemies, but with a purpose. See, love is not always pretty. A lion kills its prey to feed its cub. Things die in the name of love. In this story, we see a young man filled with rage and hatred, aimlessly killing to prove he is the strongest, mature into a wise and tamed warrior. Both men are still killing, but one with kindness and one with hate. 2 sides to the same coin. So tell me, are you lonely ass niggas trying to get it? Love takes all kinds of forms. You can end up with a hole in your chest or some breasts on your Hey! Speaking of boob jobs, that is a wild transition. Lust. It's often mistaken with love. In a sense, the two don't often exist without coexisting. It's a powerful thing that, if not controlled, can lead to disaster and jail time. And a show that perfectly depicts a character in lust fall into love is High School DX.
Shut up, bitch.
Alright, relax. It's not even that bad, bro. But back onto the topic of love. Rage. I believe there is no greater fuel for anger than love. It can drive a person to do things deemed impossible. It can drive them insane, forgetting about even their own safety. I think a character that we all know depicts that the best is Natsu Dragon. It's Guts. Now, if you haven't read Berserk, honestly, what are you doing with your life, bruh? Like, stop watching the vid, go read the 400 chapters, and then come back. I don't care if it takes 2 months. Prioritize that for the next 2 months. You got kids, they could wait. You got a wife, she cheating on you anyways. See, Guts was betrayed by someone whom he loved. He was forced to watch this man whom he admired and adored destroy right in front of his eyes the purity of the woman he loved. It changed him. He became full of rage. No, that is a understatement. He became rage itself. He wanted nothing more than to kill. He pushed aside everything and everyone, wanting only to exact revenge. It made his life become a living hell. And that is the power of love.